2010 is looking good for Boyzone's Ronan Keating. Glenda caught up with the star just before he jumped on a plane to promote his new radio show in the UK and found out what he thinks of the latest venture of one of his bandmates.
What I'm trying to say is, you make things.
After the tough few months they had in 2009, 2010 looks a lot brighter for Boyzone, with each one of them busy promoting themselves individually. I caught up with Ronan, who told me all about the new album and how they're going to move forward without their bandmate brother, Stio.
Ronan, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Glenda. Good to see you.
Have a nice Christmas.
It was great.
Yeah?
Great to be at home with the family and just hanging out. You know, Keith and I actually, and his family, we got together Christmas Day, so that was lovely.
Cool.
It was really nice, but it was not lovely just to have 2 weeks off and do nothing, because it was pretty manic the end of last year, pretty crazy, and just trying to finish the Boyzone album and everything else that was going on in our heads and in our lives. You know, it was nice just to see the back of 2009 now and start fresh.
Of course, and it is a fresh. Like, January is usually the month of blues. Tell us what you have in store.
There's loads
this
going
year.
on. Yeah, I mean, I'm on tour in Australia for the next 4 weeks. And then I've got my own radio show for the next 6 months.
Tell me about that.
Magic Radio, which is the biggest radio station in the UK now, and every Sunday I have 2 hours of just playing tunes. It's going to be deadly.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. To actually have my own show now and be part of the, you know, the weekly roster. It's quite interesting.
Good face for radio, Ronan.
I have a great face for radio.
Well, come here, tell us, what do you think of Mikey and Spandex?
Yeah, it's serious stuff.
What about
we're
that?
all going to try and catch one of the weeks. We'll all go along. I'm delighted for him. You know,
Yeah.
Mick's never really kind of done anything on his own out there, you know, like this, any of these reality things. So it's a really big deal.
Because he always has you lads around him, and he's happy with that,
It's a
isn't
big
he?
deal for him. I'm really excited for him, and I think he's going to be great. You know, when Mick gets his head into something, you know, he dedicates himself. And I think he's going to be really great. He might even win it. I hope he does.
And we here at xpose hope he does too. So what does 2010 hold for Boyzone?
Duster's back in Corrie,
Yeah.
which is brilliant, and that starts in about 2 weeks. I think he's
So
on the
we'll
box.
see him on the screen.
Yeah,
in
on
2
the screen in
weeks.
2 weeks. He's been recording since October. Shano's got All Ireland Talent Show, which is going really well. Mick's on skating. I'm on tour,
Gone to Australia.
and then the Boyzone album's out March 8th. So I mean, it's manic, but it's great. You know, it's great that we're all busy and you know, all building up profiles, I guess, to come back for Boyzone in March.
And I spoke to Mikey at Crumlin Hospital there just before Christmas.
right, yeah.
And he was telling me that he was flying over to London just to finish off the
Yeah.
song. Tell us about the album, because he said he was really into it. He really liked the songs. It's his sort of music.
Yeah,
Tell
well,
me, what
it's
do you
not
think?
what people are expecting at all. It's, you know, I was trying to explain the other night musically what it's like. I mean, there's a mix of different sounds. There's Coldplay. There's a lot of American kind of pop rock in there. It's a real mixed bag of all sorts, but it's not what people are expecting from Boyzone. There's none of the big ballads that people know us for, not one on this record. It's a brand new album. The first song is written by Mika. Stephen's on the vocal on the first single.
Wow.
It's quite amazing. It's quite emotional. We shot the video. It was really tough. We shot it in London just before Christmas, and that was quite tough because there's images of Stio on
I'd
projected
say.
onto the wall, and it's quite tough. But I think it's going to be you know, a beautiful memory, and you know, just a show of respect for Stio, I guess.
Any covers in there?
Not one cover, nothing.
No?
No, it's not what people are expecting at all. It's a brand new sound for Boyzone. I guess what we tried to do is, we broke up in the end of 1999 to beginning of 2000, and we were apart for nearly 8 years. So what we tried to do is create an album that if we never broke up, how we would have evolved in those 8 years and how we would sound now if we never broke up, and that's the sound. And it's quite adult, it's quite grown up, but it's still pop music.
And what's this about you guys doing a bit of reggae?
It's a reggae tune, pretty much, the first single. Stephen starts it, and then I come in. It's a big song. I think it's going to be probably, you know, I won't say it, but I think it's going to be the biggest record we've ever had. We have to just move forward now, 2010. It's a new year, a new decade, and we have to pick our chins up and move forward as best we can without Stio.
As always, we wish you the best.
With you here.